Prepare for the return of the Ancient Ones. Feel the hatred of 10,000 years. Anvina, you must awaken. This world needs you.
I am the Spellweaver! My power is infinite!
The light will abandon you, hero, just as it did me.
Hello and welcome to the first episode of the Lore Tavern podcast. This is the pilot and hope to be the first of many versions of my little lore podcast on wherever this is posted. Right now it's going to be YouTube. This episode is more not so much for the lore. This is more for the explanation. It's to like, who the heck am I? Why am I? Who's this crazy person who's talking to you and telling you these radical ideas that involve the widely loved and whatnot World of Warcraft? It is a podcast based about, like, say, the whatnot. If you're a raider, if you're an RPer, are you a PvEer? It doesn't matter. This isn't so geared to you. This is geared towards all you lore buffs, all you guys who like the story, the rich atmosphere. You want to know why this is happening in the world and how it's going to affect. It could be anything from, I don't know, because it's Wrath of the Lich King, the invasion from Arthas into the Isle of Quel'Danas, Quel'Thas, Silver Moon, his little nice little ransacking, let's burn, let's kill, let's raise everybody, I need an army. His little fun time into the Isle, to which actually was to bring the remains of the Lich, Kel'Thuzad, in, and have him take a nice swim in the Sunwell, revive him, because the Burning Legion wanted it. Yeah. It's more geared towards that. So you're not going to expect me to go, alright, this is how you defeat Professor Putricide, because that was just released. I'm not going to tell you how to do the impossible, though as a active player and raider myself, I have done some of the impossible, such as I'm the one who made the kill shot on Kel'Thuzad with all 9 people dead, two scarabs running at my face, him charging an ice bolt, and I made the kill shot that took him out as his ice bolt flew off, hit me in the face, and I flopped over dead. Or the Grobulus raid way back when we first started, when I actually had the screenshot of all 10 people dead, and right before his health reset, the dots ticked, and he dropped to the floor, and I actually was a little late, and our priest had a soul stone, so that's why it says the priest is alive. Actually, she used the soul stone, lets the dots tick, and he died. It was a wonderful experience. There was a lot of laughter. I have numerous stories like that, but I might not show them. Depends on how the audience feels. Like, ooh, do we want to hear this crazy person and his ranting, and do we want to listen to him go off about himself? Or I'm going to aim this at a 10-minute long podcast, maybe longer. It may be broken up. Like if I say I want to delve into the lore of Arthas, going back to the Lich King thing. If I want to go into and do a true to this story, I own the book. It's a really good book. If you haven't read it and you really like the lore, the book Arthas: Rise of the Lich King, very good. though I did have one quarrel with it. Actually, I think I had two, but the one that most noticeably was the incident with. Alright, now I remember both. The first is the incident with Saffron. He was supposed to, when he came off the boat and met Anubarak, he was supposed to confront Saffron, who tried to stop him. They killed him. Arthas raised him, and that is why he resides in the Frostworm Wing of Naxxramas. The other one was during the delving into the depths of the underground, like Ashral Naro, Ankahet, that kind of area, while they were going to Icecrown. I remember reading, and I've never played the Warcraft 3, I'm sorry, but I do a lot of reading otherwise. He was supposed to meet a Forgotten One, and essentially crap was supposed to hit the fan. They didn't do that in the book, neither did they do the Saffron thing. But the rest, beautiful. It kind of gives an insight into why Arthas is the demented, crazy guy at the end of Icecrown Citadel, which all you active raiders, if you're listening to this and you're like Lore and you're a raider as well, you're kind of like, ooh, I want to kill Arthas, I want to kill Arthas, I want to kill Arthas, I want to kill Arthas. Well, I will get to Arthas. I make sure, because we're almost nearing the end of Icecrown Citadel, the Wrath of the Lich King expansion. So, for me not to talk about the craziness and the just ecstatic nature of the Lich King and how he came to be, I would feel, and I let the opportunity pass me by, I would feel very empty, very cold, and very shallow to anybody who's listening. But I will not delve into it this week. I will have a full-fledged 10-minute, excluding the intro, that's my personal intro. I sat here, I thought, what sounds good, and it took me a while to actually make that, though it's just a bunch of clips held together. I made sure they had some lore significance, like Illidan. Feel the hatred of 10,000 years. Well, if you know about Illidan, you'll know where that comes from. Or, you might hate it, you might love it. I was indifferent about it. I kind of enjoyed it. The manga thing with the Sunwell, you'll get where the Caligos and Anvina references from, and what that means. I threw a little Malygos in there, like, he is the blue aspect. He is he's got his own pages of just what happened to him. Why did Blizzard send us off to on their beck and call to go kill him? But between you and me and my hopefully listeners, I honestly believe he is not dead, because he is one of the 5 great dragon aspects, and for Blizzard to just snap their fingers and say go kill him just doesn't seem fitting for the Lord of Magic. And that, and the fact that his full death might accumulate into the event of all loss of control of magic, and mages who conjure water suddenly turning into flash floods, pom-pom pyroblast, suddenly nuking a whole raid, that kind of goodness. But I'm just going to go on for 10 minutes. I'm going to pick a topic every week. You're going to see the topic in the comment, in the title. I'll say the Lore Tavern, the story of Malygos, the story of Arthas, the story of whatnot. And I might give it an RP spin. I'm not sure. I'll get to it when I get to it. But if I do, then for all you RP lore guys, please drink from the Holy Grail. It doesn't matter. I'm going to try to keep this more professional. Now, why I say that, and I'll explain a little bit. And I should have done this earlier in this episode, but I'm sorry, I didn't. I am Metal Dragon, hence why everything I own, do, whatnot, has the title Metal Dragon, or Metal Dragon 2727 being my birthday day. Because I am the Metal Dragon. If you are Metal Dragon as well, I'm sorry, but I take the crown. So, alright. So I don't get confused. I am the one Dalnarian Metal Dragon. Dalnarian being my character's first name. And, so that way none of you get confused. And I get a bunch of Metal Dragons from different servers yelling at me going, you crazy person, you took my name. Whatever. I don't want to hear from you unless you want to say, oh, I love your podcast. I want more. I'm not that kind of orc. Or whatnot. Whatever your fancy is.